Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to Double Advantage, a D&D podcast where half of us have no idea what's going on at any given moment. It's complete and utter chaos, but guess what? We fucking love it. I am your Dungeon Master, John, and along with me, as always, my beautiful friends, BryceKrispie, Datsunami, and Blazing Torchic. How are you sexy boys doing?
Yo,
Doing swell.
good.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is going to be a doozy, or at least I think it's going to be. You never know how the dice end up rolling, but before we get into all of that, got a couple announcements to make. Number one, go ahead and continue to support thelovebracelet.org. Our collaboration with them is still going on. Use code ADVANTAGE double for 30% off your order. They make beautiful bracelets to help the fight against domestic violence. So please go ahead and support them. Once again, use code ADVANTAGE double for 30% off. I think it's 35 actually. And yeah, if you get any bracelets, go ahead and send us some pictures. We would love to see them, and I'm sure they would too. Second announcement. Our one and only Renny, Texas, is still doing his huge charity event for all of Pride Month for the LGBTQIA plus community. Fuck, I almost stuttered there, but I won't this time. All of his proceeds are going to the Trevor Project, a beautiful organization to help LGBTQIA plus youth. And Renny is out there doing the absolute most. He's been streaming consecutively every day since I believe the 19th, and it is almost over. So please go ahead and support him through this final stretch. We did a one-shot with him, me, Bryce, and Tsunami the other day, which was yesterday, actually, according to this. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think we got him hooked. So, yeah, please go support him and everything that he does, because we love him, and without him and his beautiful artwork, we would not be doing this show. He also has a shop. I don't know exactly if it's like Redbubble / Renny, Texas. It might be. If it's not, I'm sure I've tweeted it out at some point. Just go check my Twitter, and it'll be fine. And with that, if anybody else has anything to say, or at least something I forgot to say, let me know.
Hey, we're all content creators here, and we all have our own YouTube channels.
Oh, so yes, there you go.
Be sure to follow us and subscribe to us all on the YouTubes. Yeah, just a quick plug for us.
Yeah, everything's linked in all the YouTube videos. Their stuff's down below. All of the Spotify stuff, their links are down below. All of for the Instagram, their stuff's down below. And for Apple Podcasts, all their stuff is down below. So if you haven't already, please go support them, like, right now. I want you to pause this episode. I want you to go subscribe to everybody, follow all their Twitters, follow all their Twitches, because they're fucking great. Thank you, Tsunami, for that.
Much love.
Much love. Yes, indeed. I mean, we're all in this together. I know that this was on my channel at one point, but this is now our channel. So this is a collaborative effort, and without any of you guys, this would not be possible. So thank you. And yes, also, I mean, it's not really an announcement, but it's fun. Today is my birthday, so this is going to be a fun little birthday gift for me to be able to record and hang out with the boys today. So, yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into episode fucking 13? No, it can't be. It can't be. Is it?
Baker's dozen, baby.
Shit, yeah, episode 13 of Double Advantage. In the last episode, our three intrepid adventurers begin their tournament arc adventures in the Chrysanthemum Coliseum in the city of Itaro, home to Arias Scald. They were greeted by a plethora of cheers and screams of their name, powder explosions and color packets being thrown all over the place, confetti being tossed to and from within the air, fireworks erupting, and just an outstanding performance by these three individuals who had never played the game of High Disc before, displaying an absolute perfect knowledge of the game and winning their first round. Upon winning, there was a celebration, and High Priestess Leah Mistralith came up to you guys and was congratulating you on your victory, and was just so thrilled to have you guys be a part of this. She wanted to let you know how proud you guys were, or how proud she was of you guys. And you guys just looked up at the sky and watched all the fireworks go off one by one. The color, the sound, the screams and cheering of people was just something that not really all of you are used to. I know Scald grew up here, but it wasn't really common. And while looking at the sky, you heard one loud explosion, and you waited for one big firework, but it never happened. And then you heard another, and another and another and another, and you watched as from different spots in the Colosseum, explosions begin to erupt, dust being strewn everywhere, pieces of rock, pieces of column being thrown about, people screaming and running, and you guys were confused as to what was happening. Everybody started dispersing. In the chaos, you lost the High Priestess, and you kind of got together back to back, and right in the center, Scald, you had looked down to see a small little device with an engraving of the familiar Caduceus staff with 2 snakes on it, before a loud popping sound and white vision scattering about, the 3 of you, ears ringing, absolutely ringing, and you got vision hazy, blurred, you guys are all scattered about the floor, and you hear the screaming. It's muffled because of the vibrations in your ears. And I need all of you to make a perception check as you guys are kind of, your vision's blurry and everything like that.
Oh, okie dokie.
Okay.
Roll. Let's see. Oh, you bastard.
Well, Discord just completely died there.
Oh, did it? Are you okay?
So we're just doing perception checks, right?
Yeah, just go ahead and do a perception check. I need to actually open the campaign so I can see
Okay.
everything here.
Oh, that was a 1.
We're not rolling very well.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. Less than a minute ago. So we got 12, 9, and 10. Lovely.
Just get blown.
Oh, Scald, your shield. You have advantage.
3 and an 8.
3 and oh shit. You rolled twice?
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a...
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that was advantage.
It
Sorry.
was on an 18 and rolled off the 18 onto a 3, and I was like, you
Oh,
bastard.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So with that, you all are just extremely just overstimulated. Too much ringing in your ears, the sand, dust, and rock in your eyes, just the absolute terror in your body, the adrenaline. You guys just are totally not in the zone right now, and you're kind of freaking out. And over time, eventually, you kind of like rub the dirt out of your eyes, and you guys kind of start slowly getting up. And at this point, Scald and Volstagg, because Volstagg, for some reason, after the blinding light and the ringing in your ears, you stand up and you feel like all of your senses are heightened a little bit more than usual. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what kind of clicked in your head. But both of you can see that now the stadium is relatively empty. There are some people who are kind of crouching down for their lives up in the stadium stands, but nobody is on the ground floor with you anymore, except for 3 individuals. And you look and you see them, and they're standing there in very familiar cloaks.
Okay.
Cloaks that you remember seeing when you were scouting out that building. And
shit.
you watch as they rush towards you, and I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh, straight into it.
Yep.
Right.
And because it's my birthday and I'm feeling cool with it, we have a battle map this time.
Oh.
The people won't be able to see it, but this is only for your guys' viewing pleasure, as a little gift for you, even though, you know, we don't normally do this, and it's not going to be a common thing, but we're just going to do it for today.
Each
So-
square is representative of 5 feet, right?
Yep, this is the first time you guys are actually, well, this is the first time Torchic's actually playing on a battle map, so this will be interesting. So
I
yes,
did my first time yesterday.
you did your first time yesterday. All right, so right here, I know people can't see it, but I'm just explaining it for these guys. Red is Sakuro. This orangish yellow will be Scald, and this green will be Volstagg. If we ever do another one of these battle maps, let me know if you want your color changed, and I'll do it. But yeah, so where do you guys want to be? Where do you guys think you would be at, like, when everything started going off and the explosion happened? Where do you think each of you would be?
Also to the top.
All right, so you'd be kind of up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there-ish.
All right, Volstagg.
Well, we were in like a group together, weren't we? Or did we run out there, I guess?
So when the explosion happened, you were kind of like, each like kind of being reveled by each person. Like Volstagg, you were kind of off being cheered on by people. You were relatively close to one another, but not like you guys weren't like right up against each other. And then the explosion happened, and so you can determine kind of where you would have been.
Let's go to the left side of that. The left pillar.
Left side of the left pillar, so like right around there.
Top left. Yeah.
Or like
about-
right there or here.
Other side.
So there.
Exact. Yeah.
Cool. So you'd have been right there, and Scald, where would you have been?
Probably like in the middle of them, but like a little lower towards that, like the posts.
Like
you know?
around there, or a little bit lower?
A little bit higher, actually.
Right around there?
Like more. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys would have been around here, kind of grouped up a little close, but not too close as to, cause anything. And so you watch as 3 individuals who are not exactly here. They've kind of spread out in this wide pattern, right around like this. There we go. Gosh, that's not working very well. Okay. And you watch as these 3 individuals, cloaked, you watch as they begin rushing, and 2 of them reach for a belt, and one of them just kind of stands still. And I need all of you to go ahead and roll some initiative.
Oh yeah.
So let me go ahead and look up at the initiative stuff. I also need to roll initiative. So that's going to be fun. I haven't rolled initiative in a while. All right. So let's go ahead and see here. Initiative. We have 18 for Sakuro. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sakuro. Then we have Volstagg with an 8. Oh, Scald's not going last. Wow. All right, Volstagg.
Frazzled.
And then I need to roll for them. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. All right. And the other one. Okay. All right. And then the last one. Okay. All right. So with that, they begin to start rushing at you, and Sakuro, you see that they're starting to come after you, but you get the first jump on them. You're quicker, you're smarter, you're faster, and you get the jump. What would you like to do as these creatures start rushing towards you?
I am just going to.
Oh shit! It's Sakuro. Sorry, did I say Scald? That's my bad.
Sorry. Oh, so no, I must have.
I think I said Scald. That's on me.
Okay.
My bad. Sakuro. Sorry. You're up first. What would you like to do? Oh, I think he's muted.
I thought I was unmuted. This is great.
It's all good. This is such a great episode. It's full of chaos.
Yeah. Right. It would be better to move a bit closer as a group. So, I'll just move, like, a bit closer to Scald, so, like, diagonally to the down left.
Okay. So, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I think I can hit one of them with the blade, the one highest up.
I think this one you would I think there's 4 pillars in the center for people who are trying to envision. There's 4 pillars in the center, and then the big stadium with the sand on the ground. I think that the one in the middle is currently kind of blocked by this pillar right here. If you wanted to move down like 5 feet, you would have a better shot for the middle one.
Okay, I'll move down an extra 5 feet then.
All right, you move down an extra 5 feet, and now you have a clean line of shot of the middle one. The middle one is the one that has not reached for a belt yet. The 2 on the sides were the ones that were reaching for the belt.
The fact that he's not reaching for a belt is concerning.
So, you do have line of shot of that one. You also have line of shot on the bottom one, or the bottom left one. So, whatever you would like to do, you can do at this point.
Alright, okay. I'll just go straight for the one in the middle.
Alright, the one in the middle. What is the range on your daggers?
60 feet.
I think that's 60 feet max.
60 feet maximum.
Yeah, so you would have 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You would have... Wait.
It's...
Well, so the way that daggers work, or most thrown weapons work, is that there's two numbers. So the first number is like your maximum range without disadvantage, and then the last one is your maximum range with disadvantage. Anything past 60 just doesn't, you can't do it.
Okay.
Throwing range is weird. So if you wanted to, so 5, 10, 15, 20, you would, if you wanted to get right here, I would say you could do it. If you wanted to move 5 feet towards him.
Okay, yeah, I'll step a bit closer.
All right, you start running towards, and you just like start whipping out the blades. You just kind of like flick your hands, and they magically appear in your hands.
Okay, 23 to hit.
23. Yep, that's fuck. That is that's going to hit.
Okay, let's see how much damage. 9 damage for the first one.
Ooh. All right, 9 damage. Let me go ahead and write that down. All right, you take the crimson blade and you throw it, and you watch as it lodges in like right underneath, like the chest, like chest piece. You can hear like a little clang of metal that it hits and then pierces through, and you hear a loud like, and so you have another attack.
Yep, let's go ahead. See, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Let's go.
Holy hell.
And 6 damage despite rolling a 1.
Whoo! Jesus. All right. So you take out your 2 daggers. You go. You throw them, and they begin to sear in. The second one kind of hits in the left shoulder blade, and it kind of reels back, and you can hear like this like angry like. It's not really like a growl. It's just like a slight like. I don't know how to describe it. Well, the only way to describe it would be it kind of sounds like hissing. Like a but like
Oh, but they're not
pain.
snakes.
So you hit that creature, and with that you've used some of your movement, you've used your action, your bonus action. I believe that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
With that, now it is Scald's turn. You watch as Sakudo stands up, begins to run towards them, and throws his 2 daggers into this creature. And you finally have stood up and are ready to get into it.
I'm going to bless all of us.
Bless?
So I'm going to cast Bless, where all of us will get a D4 to our attacks and saving throws.
All right, so all of you guys are blessed, and I'm going to go ahead and mark you for concentration.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You have concentration, so you will do that. And all of you guys are blessed, so I will mark those with B's for bless. So all of you guys, you guys are blessed. You guys get a D4 to all your stuffs. And
I'm just going to move back behind the pillar a little bit more towards Volstagg.
Okay, so that way?
Yes.
Right around there, or do you want to keep going?
No, that's perfect.
All right, you go ahead, you hold up your shield, you kind of look up at the sun that's kind of pounding directly over you at this point. You look up to the sun, you utter a few words, and you go ahead and you cast Bless on all of them. You guys feel the divine energy flowing through you right now, and then you just take a few steps back, look over at Volstagg right next to you, and give it like a little quick head nod. And with that, if that's the end of your turn, it is going to be the topmost one. The one who was rushing towards his belt, and he goes ahead and he uses his movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, to get right up to you, Sakudo, and you watch as he pulls out a scimitar, not too different from the one that your friend Volstagg wields, and he's going to go ahead and make a swipe at you.
Oh boy.
So, with that, he's going to... Ooh, yeah. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that's going to be 6 points of slashing damage as he kind of takes it from his holster and kind of spins it around, and it cuts horizontally across your chest, the blood spewing out and kind of spraying over his black cloak. And he goes ahead and he like holds it up to his neck and just kind of like pretends to cut it, like he's trying to tell you like you're fucked. And with that, he is going to stay there. He's used his attack, And then the other one is going to do the exact same thing, use its movement to get up to you. Actually, going to flank, because he can get up to flank position with you. And he's going to flank, which means now he has advantage, and he's going to go ahead and take 2 swipes at you. So, first one with advantage, that's a natural 1, and 16 to hit.
Oh, my arm class is 16.
Yep, so that hits. And you take another 7 points of damage for the first strike. He takes out his scimitar and he cuts across your back as you're facing his friend. He kind of cuts you across the back, and then he kind of flips it again and takes it to kind of jab into your abdomen for just a second. And that's not great. Nope, that's only 9. So, I believe that misses.
Yeah.
Alright, so he tries to go ahead and jab it into you, but you noticing that he's finally there, you got slashed one time in the back, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna let that happen again. You kind of like turn diagonally, like crab walking, to like have them both in your distance at this, or like in your vision at the same time. And you're kind of like, oh fuck. So you are now in between a rock and a hard place right now. And with that, it is now Volstagg, your turn. You watched as Sakado went in, started throwing daggers, Scald blessed all of you, then came back towards you, and then you watched as Sakado got absolutely cut up. So what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna move right down below Scald.
All right, right down below Scald. So right here?
Yes. Yes.
All right, and that's not gonna, you're not gonna have to use any movement because it's your friend, so you can move through their space. So that would have only been 10 feet of movement for you, and you would have, I believe, 20 more.
Okay, cool. I am going to go ahead and cast Moonbeam on the one that attacks Sakado from the back.
Moonbeam. Okay, Moonbeam on the one from Sakado. Okay. How big is Moonbeam?
It is 5 feet.
It's 5 feet.
5 foot area or radius.
5 foot radius. So 10, 10 feet. Because if the radius is only 5, so then it would
Wait, is that going to hit Sakado then?
Depending on how you angle it. You could angle it like this. Because I believe that's 5 foot diameter, right? I believe so. Yeah. So you could do that. Or I mean, you could do that, or you could angle it right that. You can angle it so you don't have to get Sakado. You can.
Okay, yeah. I like that one better.
Okay.
Next
So we'll go ahead and let's do this. Let's go ahead and make it so that you can have a little area. Make it pink. All right. So you can go ahead and cast Moonbeam. What does Moonbeam do, if you could be so kind?
It is a 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range until the spell ends. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time or on turn start, it is engulfed in a ghostly flame that causes searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save.
Ooh, okay. So he will...
Or half as much damage on a successful one.
All right, cool. So when it is the start of his turn, we will go ahead and deal with that. So that is your action. You go ahead and you hold on to your totem that was gifted to you at a young age, and you look up at the sun. Even though the sun's out, you're like, I think this could be useful. And from the sun comes down this beam that encapsulates this area with a silvery light. And so with that would be some of your movement and your action. You do have a bonus action still.
Let me look here. Gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on...
You can't do 2 spells in a round.
You can't do... Okay.
You can do a bonus action spell and then a cantrip, or a bonus action cantrip and then a spell. But you can't do 2.
Okay. Then I'm good.
Okay, cool. You go ahead and you stand right there next to Scald. And with that, it is now the middle creature who was just kind of standing there, but took quite a bit of damage from Sakado. And goes ahead and walks up. Or no, actually, no, probably walks down this way. Oh, I would like to not do that. Thank you. All right. Sorry, technical difficulties, having a map for the first time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. let's see. How close are each of you? Let's find out. Let's see. Let's have some fun. You guys want to have some fun?
Oh, this sounds let's do that.
Yeah, I think you guys want to have some fun. Let's have some fun here. It's going to 30 feet. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 25. Lovely. It saw you, Scald, hold up your shield and is familiar with the Dawnfather and can understand what your potential is, and looks at you and with this very loud, like hard sounding voice goes, "It's a bit hot outside. How about you take your armor off?" And is going to cast suggestion on you to have you take your armor off. So, with suggestion, you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please, for me.
Pretty good at those. Let's see. I'm nervous though.
You do
I
have
did get
bless.
the D4.
You have
Yep,
bless.
get the D4 on top. So, okay, we're good anyways.
Oh, god damn.
Just roll that on top of it.
Let's see.
26.
26. The voice, off-putting and kind of surprising, it starts to enter your mind and you're caught off guard, but you feel your strong will on top of the spell that you've cast combined. It just shunts that voice out of your head, and you look over at the creature that cast the spell on you, and it just goes, "Argh!" And it angrily just gets back behind this tower a little bit, with anger.
You cheeky boy, you.
I'm a cheeky little boy. All right. With that, top of the round, Sakudo, your turn. You are currently absolutely fucking sandwiched, but one of the enemies is currently in this beam of light that Volstagg sent forth. What would you like to do? Oh, if you don't know, you're muted. Just letting you know, but you might just be gone.
How many times is that going to happen?
I don't know. It makes for comedy, so it's fine.
Am I able to move down 3 and then diagonally down right 2?
So
I think that's 25.
If you move,
is diagonally more than 5?
If you move, they're both gonna get an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh. Huh.
If you want to leave, you can use your I think it's called Rogue Cunning or whatever bonus action to disengage, if you would like. But that will sacrifice your second attack. That is up to you, though.
Now I wish I aimed for one of them first.
But yeah, you can like bonus action disengage if you want, but that's totally up to you. If you whatever you want to do.
This is risky, but I'll just attack the guy who is in the Tower of Moonbeam thingy.
Okay, you go ahead and attack the Tower of Moonbeam. Go ahead and roll your attacks. You do have a D4 on top of that from Bless.
Okay, 16. I'm gonna add the D4 now. 19.
19
To hit.
does in fact hit.
Okay. Well, let's go for some damage. Oh,
6 damage, not bad. And are you throwing them at him or are you stabbing him?
I'll just stab him.
Okay, you go ahead and you apparate the blades once again. You jab one into his thigh, and you go ahead and you form another one and you try to slash again. So go ahead and roll another one.
Oh, so close to 20.
Oh, yeah.
17.
Yeah, 24 is gonna hit.
And then 9 damage.
9 damage. And which one is this? This is the Moonbeam one, yes?
Yeah, Moonbeam 1.
All right, and so that was how much damage total? 15?
15.
Oh my god. You go ahead and you start cutting this guy up. He came behind you and he slashed you in your back, and you're not having any of that. You just start tearing up one in the thigh. You kind of cut across his chest. You can hear once again this hissing, like, sound, like it's gross, and the smell around you is very acidic at this moment. It's very like uncomfortable. And with that, is that all for your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
All right, Scald, it's your turn. You watch, you see Sakudo just getting cut up, but he's also cutting into people. He's doing work. And you see Volstagg over. There was the caster over on the bottom that tried to corrupt your mind, but you weren't having any of that.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna try to help out Sakudo here. I don't think 30 feet gets me behind. Not the guy in the moonbeam, but the guy above Sakudo.
You want to get behind him?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have 30 feet. Gonna get me
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you right there.
Perfect.
Yeah, let me count again. 5, 10, 15, then diagonally 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can get right there.
Perfect.
You can get right behind him.
Nice.
This is why battle maps are great. Anyway, yeah, you can get right behind him. It now looks like a fucking human centipede line.
But that's perfect because now Sakudo will get an advantage on that guy between us.
There you go. There you go.
Ooh.
So flanking,
Got
which
that guy
means
up well.
sneaky tackies.
Yes, sir.
But I am going to just let's see here. Cast. I'm going to cast just a sacred flame at the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Just-
Is that going to cause anything? Because
That's just a dexterity saving throw from
Okay, so it's not an attack roll, so you're fine. All right, dexterity
yeah.
saving throw on the sacred flame. Let me go ahead and see. All right. That is a 13.
13 will fail.
All righty, give me some damage.
All right, Damaglios.
Give me some
Damagis.
damagis.
Get some good damage on this.
6
Nice.
points of radiant damage.
All right. Once again, kind of rears back like with this loud sound. And they reel back, kind of scorching one arm. You kind of burn away part of the cloak. And underneath that you see this humanoid arm. Just a humanoid arm. You know, kind of tanned skin. And with that,
And actually, since that was a cantrip, and this is a bonus action first level spell, not concentration, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Oh, okay. Sanctuary. Go ahead and tell me what Sanctuary does real quick.
Okay, so I ward a creature within range, me, until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature. So anytime I'm being attacked with a harmful attack or spell, must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell altogether.
Oh,
So
interesting.
basically, yeah. I mean, obviously, AoEs don't count towards it. But yeah, if they're going to target specifically me, they have to make a wisdom saving throw or else they just don't attack me.
Love it. All right. Sweet. Bonus action
So
spells.
wait. I have a question. So does that mean... So they can swap target if they fail the wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah, I
So the
believe
guy
so.
between us could just go for you.
So
But,
that
like-
means if the guy in between us fails the wisdom saving throw, he's just going to turn around and stab me.
I mean,
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. He has advantage stabbing you anyway, so he might not even have to deal with the saving throw. So it's you know what I mean. Like you're already in a bad spot, so it might not matter
I
to the
was
guy.
protecting myself for getting up in there.
Yeah. Clerics don't really belong in combat, so you know.
I need to hold my concentration.
Yeah. Bless has helped you thus far. So with that is the end of your turn, I believe, Scald.
Yep, that's everything.
All right. So with that, it is now the one by you, Scald. It's his turn. And he is going to see that you've come up, but you're not in an advantageous spot. So he's just going to keep attacking Sakudo, because Sakudo is currently the one who's flanked and in the most advantageous position. So Sakudo, coming your way. 1/4. Oh, it has advantage. 1/4. 14.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yes.
With that, it is going to. It's going to just stay there. It's quite upset with missing you. You're in such a good spot. The fact that he's not getting clean shots is kind of pissing him off. But that's no matter because now we got the one at the bottom who is currently in the moonbeam. So he started his turn there, which means Volstagg, I need you to roll some damage for this creature.
All right. Let me pull that back up because I kind of forgot how it did. He needs to roll a Constitution saving throw first.
Constitution saving throw. All right, give me a second to pull that up. All right, Constitution saving throw. That is a 9.
That is not going to save him.
Oh, that's not going to save anybody.
It's not gonna say.
All right, how much
Okay,
damage?
so-
It's 2d12, I believe?
2d10s.
2d10. Got it.
Which bolt is right? Oh no, this is Moonbeam. Sorry,
Moonbeam. Which bolt does 12?
that's the 12s. Yeah.
Or, no, I think that's the only one that does 12.
He is going to take 15 points of
Ooh.
damage.
Oh my god.
He's
Yeah.
taking 30 damage now.
That
He's been
is
battered.
that is fucking absurd. Let's see. I need to do quick maths. Oh yeah, he's looking not good. He's starting to keel over a bit. But that's not going to stop him from taking actually, what is he going to do? Let's think. Let me take a look here. I'm trying to think. This creature is going to... Yeah, fuck it. You watch as this creature takes back the hood, and you see a slightly humanoid face. But Sakuro, as you look, you see 2 eyes with slit-like black lines in them. And you can see these kind of scale-like textures kind of underneath the eyebrow and the cheekbone and down by the chin and the cheeks. And you watch as this creature kind of holds its hand out to you and then blows a puff of smoke and goes, "Poof." And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
If he's trying to put me to sleep, he can't do that.
He is not putting you to sleep.
Okay. Oh, it was on 14.
All right. So what was it?
8.
8 total?
Yeah, is he charming me? Because I do get advantage on
He is
charming.
not. You are going to
Okay.
take 1d12 poison damage.
1d12 of damage.
You take 7 points of poison damage as this puff of smoke is inhaled into your lungs and it begins to burn and your face starts to get red, your eyes kind of swell up as this poison has entered your chest and your breath. And with that, he wants fucking no part of this moonbeam. So he is going to actually, seeing that you're the reason for the moonbeam, he's going to charge up this way towards you out of the moonbeam.
Does Sakura not get an opportunity attack there?
He does.
Okay.
Ooh. So what do I roll?
So go ahead and just roll a normal attack.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Natural 1.
I could have finished him off there and then.
He
That's
tries
what I was hoping for.
he tries to run away and you're trying to form a blade, but you're too busy trying to not choke on whatever has been inhaled into your lungs. And you try, but you're too preoccupied with not choking. And with that, he gets up in combat range with you, Volstagg. I believe just in time for your turn. Yes, indeed, just in time for your turn.
Cool. Well, he's not going to like what I have planned.
I bet.
I'm going to transform into a giant poisonous snake
Oh shit.
now that I have that unlocked.
Yeah, I forgot you could do that now. All right, you go ahead and you bring your cloak over at the same time, kind of sheathing your scimitar. Pull the cloak and wrap yourself around you, and you turn into this giant snake, hissing. And he looks at you, seeing that you've turned into a snake, and his eyebrow kind of cocks, and he hisses back at you. So yeah, you are now a giant snake.
All right, I'm going to use my action to bite him.
All right, go ahead and roll for some bite.
That's just a regular D20, right?
Yes. I think it would be... So what exactly did you turn into?
I turned into a giant poisonous snake, and for bite it says melee weapon attack +6 to hit.
Okay. So you would roll a d20 plus 6, I believe. Yes, d20
Damn.
plus 6.
Okay.
Yeah, snakes are no joke in this game, bro. They're good.
Here is the d20 plus 6.
16 plus 6. Yep, that's gonna hit.
All right. So that is 1d4 plus 4 piercing damage.
All
and
right.
then he'll have to make a Constitution saving throw to see if he takes full poison damage or half poison damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the base damage for me.
Okay, what was it? 1d4 plus
1d4 plus 4.
4d4, where's the d4?
I think it's towards the bottom.
Oh, that's an 8.
Oh shit, 8 points of damage. All right, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
All right, Constitution
Otherwise-
saving throw. Let me go ahead and look at something here. What kind of damage is this?
It is going to be 3d6 of poison damage.
You bite into this creature, and you bite down and you inflict this poison, and you watch as it has no effect.
So he just can't take poison damage then?
He is immune to poison damage.
Okay.
Oh.
That's good to know.
You bite into him and you try to inflict this poison, kind of similar to what was done with the puff of smoke. And you watch as this creature just grins and says, "That's not going to work." And just kind of licks his lips and looks at you. And about when he licks his lips, you can see a forked tongue. And so with that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I am. I mean, Sakado, what's your health at?
15.
Wait, I can't cast. Can I cast spells as I always
You
forget
can't.
that as an enemy.
Because you
I can-
cast
okay.
you cast
Yeah.
Moonbeam before you transformed, so you can move Moonbeam in your snake form, but you can't cast in your
But I think-
animal form.
I can't move Moonbeam because it counts as an action.
It does, but I'm just saying
So, yeah.
that's like the one
Yeah.
thing you can do with spells is
Right.
you can do shit like
yeah,
that.
'cause that's Okay,
Yeah.
so then nope, I am ending my turn there.
Alrighty, with that, it is the one with the who was doing the spell casting earlier, and is actually going to pull out a bow and arrow.
Of course.
And is going to do a short bow attack on Sakuro.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a projectile.
And that is a 18 to hit.
18. Oh, boy.
And-
yeah, that hits.
And that's going to go ahead and do that's 1d6. So that's 4 points of piercing damage, as well as 5 points of poison damage.
Okay, so I have the gloves of missile snaring.
Yes, you do.
So I can reduce the damage with my reaction.
You used a reaction already, though.
Oh, is it for the?
You tried to hit the creature as he left.
Oh no.
So, yeah. So you take, what did I say? 9 points of damage.
9 total.
9 points of
I'm
total
on
damage.
6.
9 points of damage. And with that, Sakura, it's your turn.
This
Um,
is a yikes.
You're in flanking position, so you do have advantage, which means that if you hit, you will get sneak attack. Keep that in mind.
Oh. Ooh.
So that
I
is a
get sneak attack
possibility.
with both if I hit.
You'll get sneak attack with all of them except the bow and arrow guy. Because you have advantage with the one next to Scald, so you get sneak attack, and then the other one is engaged with a friend, so you would also get sneak attack there. So you get sneak attack for 2 different reasons there.
Right. So would that apply to both of my attacks? Sneak attack or just the
Sneak
first one?
attack
Just
only
the
applies to the first, or the
Okay,
first
the
that
one with the most
hits.
damage. Okay. Right. Well, I don't have any spells to heal myself. Do I have anything in my inventory?
I think Scald has all the healing stuff.
Yeah.
Because there was the ointment that Juniper had given you guys.
Ooh.
But I think that's currently in Scald's possession.
All right, Scald, we're gonna have to finish this guy off.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Right,
kinky.
let's just stab him. Oh, wait, I have advantage, don't I?
You have advantage, yes.
Okay, so let's roll it again. Oh.
Funnily enough, the 12 does hit.
Oh, the 12 hits. I mean,
These-
I could have added the D4.
These creatures... Oh, you do have the D4, so go ahead and have the D4. The 12 does hit. Just putting that out there. But you could
I'll
roll the
just do this for
D4
fun.
just to see.
Oh, 13.
13. Yep, 13 hits.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead and roll... I believe it's a D6 plus... D6
D6 plus 5.
D6 plus
for the
5.
First attack.
And
And then
then-
it is 2d6.
Yes. So D6 plus 5 and then 2D6.
So that is 9 damage to start with.
Oh my god.
With an additional 11.
That's a total of 20 points with sneak
That's
attack.
20 for the first attack.
All
And
right.
if I
And so-
crit this next one.
So you go ahead and you pull out a psychic blade. You form it in the air, and then right before it kind of turns solid, you grab it and it solidifies, and you take it and you spin it around and you jab it down into the clavicle and kind of dig it in and tear it out as blood. Well, technically there is no blood, and it just digs in and you pull out. And there's no wound, and it hits a massive spot. And this creature is like, if it was bleeding, it would be bleeding out. You've destroyed this creature, and you do have one more attack with advantage.
So it's not dead yet.
It is not dead. It's still alive, but barely.
Now, do I try and steal Volstagg here? Just turn around and whip the knife into him from behind.
Whatever you want to do.
Nah. We need this guy dead. So, 15 to hit. Well, 22 to hit.
22 is gonna hit, yeah.
Yep,
Well, you do
right.
have advantage. Try for the crit.
Oh, actually, yeah, try for the crit.
So it's 9 damage.
Oh!
No crit, but 9 damage does take it out. How do you want to
Yes,
kill
let's
this
go.
creature?
Well, he slashed me horizontally across the front to begin with.
Yes, he did.
So, I'll mimic him with a smirk on my face.
All right. You cut across his chest. If there was a cut, it would be bleeding out profusely. But it just digs through, and you watch as he like grabs his head and just falls to his knees and just collapses on the floor. That creature has perished. And with that, it is now Scald, your turn. The creature in front of you has now perished at the hands of Sakudo. What would you like to do?
2 left. I'm going to. Well, I'm a guiding bolt the one that's up next to Volstagg.
All right, go ahead and make a guiding bolt attack.
I want to cast it at 2nd level. as
Oh
well.
shit, go for it.
All right, so we're going to hope for the best.
Let's see.
Ah,
10.
come on!
Your D4.
Oh, +4. +4.
Oh, plus D4, plus
Oh,
D4.
D4. Don't forget the D4.
Please, 4, please. Damn it! 11.
11 just hits.
Just hits. Let's go.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. 11, 12. His 12 hit and your 11 just hits. So go ahead and roll fucking 5d6 radiant
Oh, rolls
damage.
again. God
Oh.
damn.
Damn, that was horrible.
Awful.
I think he's still going down though. This guy was on his
Awful.
last legs.
Yeah.
12 points of damage.
How do you want to kill this creature?
All right. Well, while he's coming up and he's approaching Volstagg, what are we just doing? Like, I just want the radiance to go into him and literally like burst out from his eyes, his mouth, through his like every orifice. This man just had rays of light bursting out from him as he cooked from the inside.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens. The blood and guts spill everywhere, right in front of Volstagg, who's in his snake form, just like, what the fuck just happened? And with that, that ends that creature's life. And Volstagg, it is now your turn. I'm sorry, Snake Stag.
Correct terminology there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think I'm going to slither on over behind Sakudo.
All right, so right around there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, perfect.
Alrighty, you get right behind him.
And then I'm going to move the moonbeam over Mr. Bow and Arrow guy.
How far can it move?
Pretty far if I remember. 60 feet.
Yeah, easy. You go ahead and you get him in there. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
And with that, he starts his turn in there, so go ahead and roll some damage for me.
All right. Constitution saving
Oh,
throw
I'm
first.
sorry. Yes, you're right. Constitution saving
You're good,
throw
you're good.
of a 19.
Okay, so he's only going to be taking half damage.
All right, sounds good.
Those D10s, wasn't it? Yeah.
Let's see how much damage this man takes.
8.
8 points of damage. That's a nice chunk
That would have
there.
been a good roll.
All
He's
right.
taken 23.
With that, he goes ahead and you watch as he burns as the moonbeam goes over him, and he's like, "Fuck all that," and he moves over to get out of the moonbeam, and he's going to take another bow and arrow shot at you, Sakudo. And that is
Well,
going
I've
to
got a
be
reaction this time.
22 to hit.
20. Well, it hits.
All right, and so
Like that
that is going to be 2 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 5 points of poison damage. So that would be what did I say for piercing damage?
2.
Two.
So
So
that's 7 points of damage.
Oh, have I got a reaction this time?
You have a reaction this turn for your gloves of missile snaring.
Well, I'm not gonna die because it reduces the damage by 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier, so I'm already
Oh,
taking
shit.
away 5 damage from this.
I was supposed to heal you. Oops.
It's fine. As long as we took those 2 out, I was like, it's a projectile. I can reduce 5 damage from it, guaranteed.
So
Right, so
go ahead and roll. It's a D10, I believe.
that's a d100. No, not rolling that. 1d10.
1d10.
3 plus my dexterity modifier, which is a 5, so that's 8.
So you
and
reduce all of it.
So then I catch it.
Yeah. So you watch as he knocks back an arrow that has this green poison liquid dripping from it, and he fires it directly at you with swiftness. And like at the speed of a bullet, Sakudo just catches it right before it hits you in the face, like right in the clavicle neck. You just hold your hand out, you catch it, and you just have it in your hand now.
Gonna crush it.
You just snap it. It just
Yeah.
breaks in half, and you look at the creature, and the creature's like, "Oh fuck!"
Guess whose turn it is next?
It is your turn.
All right, charge at him with speed.
All right, you get right up in front of his face. Do what you need to do.
Let's stab him a bit.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so that's 18 to hit,
It's gonna hit.
and that is 8 damage.
Yep. All right, you got one more attack.
And that is 13 to hit,
It's gonna hit.
and that is 9 damage.
How do you want to kill this creature? As you just walk up and eviscerate him.
I want to get both of my daggers,
All right.
stab them both into either side of his head.
All right. You go ahead and you take them, you apparate them, and just go chish, and then they disappear, and you just have 2 fists like next to his head, and you watch as the expression on his face just fades into dull nothingness as the life exits its body and flops onto the ground. And you just hear as it dies, Sophos Ophidia. And he dies. And with that, the dust has settled. Combat is over. You guys take a moment to regroup. What do you guys wish to do?
I'm pretty low. I'm like bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna cast a second level cure wounds on Sakudo.
All right, go ahead and roll some healing.
You will take 12 points of healing.
Alrighty.
Okay, looking a bit better.
All right. What would you guys? You guys are just kind of sitting there. The dust is settled. You can still see a few people in the stands, kind of hiding, and like quaking with fear and terror. So what would you like to do now that you have reached this stage of what the fuck's happening?
Am I able to make a perception check just to like gather my surroundings a bit better?
Go ahead, yeah, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Please be good. 15.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And technically you still have a D4. Or no, it's attacks and saving throws, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You look around. What are you looking for?
I'm just scanning for any like discrepancies, if that's the right word.
Yeah, you
Like
see
stuff that shouldn't be there.
You see a bunch of missing pieces of stuff. A bunch of chunks of the Colosseum scattered about. You see a bunch of people quaking and shivering with fear all over the stadium. You know, not many, but they're just kind of spattered about. And you can see the entrance that you came from. You can see, you know, the dark path that goes down into the chamber where you started gearing up. But everything, you know, I mean, I don't want to say everything looks normal because that's not true. It's a very saddening sight that you're all looking at, but nothing seems out of the ordinary for what you would be expecting in this instance.
Okay.
I mean, I will let them know, like, well, I don't know if you guys caught it, but that was definitely who we were tracking and who we thought wasn't going to be a problem, but seems they're a problem. You know, right when you think you can trust somebody. They look sketchy, but...
Did everyone else hear the Sophosophidia?
Just
Or
you.
Should I like? Okay, just me. Alright,
Yeah,
so
'cause I only caught it just from their symbol on the bombs.
Okay. Well, I'll just fill for a second. Like, that last one I got said the name of that organization we looked into, Sophosophidia. We need to find the High Priestess now. She could be in a lot of danger.
I gotta go around making sure civilians are okay. But yeah, I gotta find her. We gotta find her. So, you guys look for her. I'll start trying to give any civilians help possible.
Like a plan.
All right. You guys split off. Scald, we'll focus on you for right now. Go ahead and let's see. What would you need to be doing here? I'm trying to think.
It's like medicine checks.
Yeah. Just start making some medicine checks. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say it's hard to like get these people, you know, to safety. You know, there's no imminent danger, so you take your time doing that. But go ahead and make some medicine checks. There are some people with wounds. You know, there are some people who, you know, are clutching children. You know, these children have, you know, little, you know, they've hit their head with the rocks and the explosions. 16. Yeah, you're able to get these people, you know, you don't, you know, unless you want to expend spells, you have, you know,
No, I mean,
bandages.
stabilize
Yeah.
any broken bones.
Yeah,
Get them just moving.
Yeah, you're putting splints on. You're making sure that people with concussions are treated. You're helping out. It's just you, but you know, there are some other people in the stands that are like, yeah, you know, my mom's a nurse. I can help you. And you get some people to help you out. And, you know, you start stabilizing people. It takes, you know, a couple minutes. I'm not going to say it takes forever. You know, like maybe 10 minutes, you know, to just start gathering people and like letting them know that everything is okay for the instance. Volstagg and Sakudo, what are you guys doing?
Well, I'll probably transform out of my snake form.
Okay.
He was
Good
still a
idea.
snake.
Yeah. That's why I really wasn't talking. I was like, I think I'm still a snake. But probably search for the High Priestess.
Yeah.
All right.
We need.
So, where do you go?
We were talking to her before the explosion, right?
Yes. And
Okay,
then
so we should probably.
in the chaos, you lost her. And then the explosion happened and you guys, you know, got knocked back.
Probably head to where we last saw her and start looking for clues of where she went.
Okay. So, you guys begin, as you guys split up with Scald, you guys go back into the underground chamber where they had you suit up. And you can see people are hiding, scared for their life. One comes up to you and says, "Is everything all right? Are we okay? What happened?
There was an explosion. The tournament was attacked.
Oh my
We're
god.
not sure why.
Are there people in there? Do they need help?
Yes, our friend Scald is back there attending to many of the injured.
Okay. Yes. Come on, everyone. Let's help. And you watch as these people who are still shaken up get up, and you can see them, grabbing medical supplies that were down there in case anybody got injured during the tournament, and they start heading up to go help Scald. And you guys, you don't see the High Priestess in here.
Okay. I think. Can we roll like an investigation check to try and see if any signs of where she might have went, or if she was kidnapped or anything like that?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
All right.
Either both of you can do it separately, or you can give somebody advantage.
What's your modifier for investigation?
+2.
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
All right. So you start making a quick check of everything, asking people around, seeing if they know what's going on.
Oh. Thank God for
21.
that advantage.
21. There are no physical signs, but as one of the individuals walking out, he looks at you and he says, "Excuse me, what are you looking for? You okay?"
I'm looking for the High Priestess.
High Priestess Leah Mistralith?
Yes.
Yeah, when everything was going on, she ran through this way, but she was not here. I think she went back to the chantry, the sanctum. She got scooped in with a bunch of people, like the entire crowd just started running away. But I would check the sanctum, maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he runs off and he starts going in to help people. So, to the sanctum?
Should we get Scald?
I think it's best to leave him with helping the people at the moment.
Can you telepathically tell him we're going to the sanctum?
How far away would Skull be?
You're within range.
So he's within a mile.
Yeah, you guys have not left a mile yet.
Okay, I'll have to expend a psionic die.
Yep.
But let's see. 2 hours yet again.
2 hours. All right, you go ahead and you form up the link with Skald and Volstagg, or just Skald?
I'll go with Volstagg as well, just in case we need split up a bit further than talking distance.
All right, you go ahead and you form the telepathic link. The red energy particles begin to scatter around all of your heads and then kind of shunt into your body. What do you say?
I say to Skald, we've got a lead on potentially where the High Priestess could be. We're checking the sanctum now. Is everything okay where you are?
Yes, just thankfully people aren't too shaken, so just getting them to safety. I'll meet up with you as soon as possible.
Okay. We'll check out the sanctum.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Right, okay.
All right, you guys head out?
Yes.
All right, you guys full sprint it towards the sanctum. You go through the streets. The streets are empty. There's nobody in the streets. The town, the city, mind you, is quiet, silent. This is the quietest you've heard the city since your entire time being here, and it is eerie and it is ominous, but you keep pushing through and you keep running to the sanctum. Just for fun, go ahead and make acrobatics check, both of you.
Oh, acrobatics. +9. Wow, that was a bad roll.
11 and 15. You guys are fine. I just wanted to see, if you guys... This was more for, how fast you get there, not, if you would make it there. Yeah, you guys move at a pretty quick pace. You guys run. You start full sprinting towards the sanctum. And you get there, and you try to open the doors, and they're locked.
Is there any openings we could possibly get in through?
I was just gonna say break the door down.
Yeah, but that's also an option, I guess. Or knocking, too. Whatever.
I guess we could try knocking.
Whatever you
yeah,
wanna
we
try.
should probably try knocking first.
All right, you go ahead and knock. You watch as you knock, and the door opens slightly, and you see Octavius Daybreak, the paladin that had helped you with the infiltration mission just a few days ago. And he immediately recognizes you guys and says, "Oh, by the gods, please come in." And he cracks it open for you guys and offers you guys to come in.
Yeah.
All right. He closes it and he begins to lock it once again and he says, "By the grace of the gods, you're alive, but where's Scald?"
He's fine. He's just helping some people back at the Colosseum.
You watch as the relief fills his face once again and he says, "Oh, for a second there I got a bit worried. What's going on? What do you need?"
We're here to check if the High Priestess is here.
Yes, she's here, but there's a lot going on. And you look and his face turns to fear and sorrow once again, and he says, Come with me. I'll explain. She's a bit busy right now, but I can explain to you." And he leads you over to this side chamber area that he's currently got a pot of tea boiling. He offers you guys a drink. He says, "Please, this is going to be difficult news, so if you want a drink, please." And he looks and he sits down on a chair and he says, "I don't expect you to know about the hierarchy of this church, but there is a system in place. Me, and along with Scald, are relatively tiered low. We're tiered a bit higher than most, blessed with power from the Dawnfather himself, and some have a stronger connection, like the High Priestess, and some of the other High Priests and Archbishops. But in this church, the highest ranking member is known as the Sun Warden. We've lost the Sun Warden. We don't know where he is. And right now, due to her position, the High Priestess is being inaugurated as the new Sun Warden, temporarily. Until we find where he is. So, she's currently a bit busy, under more than unlikely circumstances. But it's not a good time for us right now. And you can look as he's not crying, but you can tell that his heart is heavy for the situation right now.
The old Sun Warden's not dead, right? They just lost him.
They don't know where he is.
Okay, right. I think I know who's behind this attack.
I believe I know as well. Seems our...
Sophos.
I was just going to say, it seems like our mission might not have been as successful as we had thought.
We probably should have been more wary, especially with a big event coming up.
We all should have known. I should have known. It's my job to keep this temple pure and safe. And we've lost someone.
We have a chance to get him back, though. We don't know for sure if he's gone properly.
You're right. Your optimism is welcoming in these trying times, but I don't even know the first place to begin. I don't even know... I didn't think this would happen, let alone... God. And he holds his holy symbol, very similar in design to Scald's. And he, utters a silent prayer. This is, welcome to Ataro. Not the warmest of welcomes, I suppose. Well, I suppose we wait for Skull to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys wait there with him. Very, very quiet. Not a lot of talking done. And you hear another knock on the door. And Octavius gets up and Scald. You have arrived at the sanctum, and you see Octavius open the door for you.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Where did you guys find her? So what's going on?
You're going to want to sit down.
Well, I don't need any more bad news.
Well, the good news, she's all right. Bad news.
Okay.
The Sun Warden was kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
Or taken.
Taken. Okay. We're sure he's not just in the crowd somewhere.
We don't know, but it's likely. I mean, the only thing giving me hope is that we didn't find a body anywhere.
Yes.
But yes, I'm sure you're aware who's behind all this.
Yeah, I saw their symbol on the explosions. My hope was at first it was somebody just setting them up, but I don't believe that's the case.
Well, didn't you say, Sakura, that there was a split, a divide?
Yeah,
What if
there
this,
was something that could have caused the divide.
What if this is just a subset, a division of divide?
There's a chance it could be.
I like to be hopeful, but the last time I was hopeful, this happened. So, anyway, the High Priestess Scald. Well, actually, Sun Warden Leah Mistralith. She's a bit busy right now.
Yes, she's next in line, correct?
Yeah. Look, I understand that she's a good person and a good leader, but under these circumstances, to become the Sun Warden, it's not what she wanted. It's not what any of us wanted. Let's just hope it's temporary.
Yes.
Look, as of right now, me and you are the only ones that have any kind of authority. Everyone else is in a meeting, preparing for the inauguration and deciding what to do next. We have to do something. I need to stay here. I need to protect this temple. I need to protect the people in this temple. Would you guys go? Try to find the Sun Warden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
I would come with you, graciously, every day of the week. But if I go, who stays? I have not an opportunity. I have a dignity and a duty to defend this place. But since I am the one, if you'll allow me, under my instruction, to please go get the Sun Warden, or find him, or do whatever you need to do to put these people down.
Of course.
Thank you. He puts his hand on your shoulder. He looks at you and he says, "The Dawnfather will not fail us on this day." Well,
No.
I'm not going to send you out and feed you to the wolves. Please, rest. Just for a bit. That's all I ask. I don't need you guys to meet your demise so soon. And he offers you a quick short rest here in the sanctum if you wish to take it.
I mean, yeah, short rest. I'll obviously just stay up. I'm probably not going to take the short rest. I can't get spell slots or anything back, and I didn't take damage.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
I'm gonna get my HP back.
Yeah, so for
Gonna say,
you...
I'll take one.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I think you guys have 4 hit dice because you're level 4. So you have 4d8. You can roll as many of those as you want to get back to health or get back to full. You could spend, however many you want. You also, in case you don't want to
I
use
didn't
any
take any
spells,
health.
if you don't have any spells, well, you can get your shapes back.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the
Yeah.
only reason I need to do it.
And if you
So
you do have that healing ointment that Juniper gave you, Scald. So remember that if you ever want to use that.
Yeah, if anybody needs it, I'm assuming for I want to save it for emergency when I'm out of healing spells.
Yeah. So you do
Fine.
have that.
So do I expend these hit die when I take a short rest, or
Yes.
is
You would roll them.
You don't have to use them all. You can use as many as you think you'll need, and every long rest you'll gain half as much as you used back.
Oh, okay. We don't usually take short rests, and I want to get as much HP back as possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would too.
I don't know what I just did. So wait, do I roll the dice just in the thing?
Yeah, and you'll
Yeah.
add your Constitution modifier to every die, not
Yeah.
like the whole roll. So
Yeah.
it'll be like 1d8
Okay.
plus 4, 1d8 plus 4.
1d8 plus 2.
So go ahead
So
and roll as
I'm
many
just
as you
gonna
need.
roll 4, and then
4
add
plus
8.
8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't even need to do the addition. It's just heal up to full.
Yep. All right. You heal up to full. You heal up to full. Volstagg, you get your shapes back, and Scald, you kind of just relax.
Probably just worrying more.
Yeah.
But
If you guys want to have any conversations, feel free. But if not, we can move on. So if anybody wants to have a conversation, go for it.
Scald, how was the situation up at the Coliseum?
like I said, thankfully, not too many bad injuries where I needed to make sure there was no casualty or anything. But yes, unfortunately, it's not a good sight out there. This is. I cannot wait to get. I don't want to say revenge, but these people need to know that this was not going to help anything. What were they thinking? They're just causing panic and harm. I don't see how that can help their cause.
Yeah, doing something like this is definitely not gonna help their favor.
I guess that's just for us to find out with them, the first group we talked to didn't seem like they had ill intent, which I guess we should have looked into more to look for this other group.
Yeah, this definitely seems like a split in the group.
So definitely feeling a little bit at fault for that.
Yeah.
You see Octavius come up and he says, "We all feel a little guilt for this, but you can't let that put you down. We have to keep moving. Keep fighting. Protecting. Don't get in your head so much. None of us saw it coming." And he goes back to sitting down. And so, after a while, you guys get your long rest back. Or not long rest, I'm sorry. Your short rest. And you're free to do whatever you want to do at this moment.
So we searching for the Sun Warden now then.
Oh, yes. Where was the last place he was seen? Do we know?
He would have been in the Colosseum.
Well, that's not much help. Do you know where specific he was sitting, though?
He would have been sitting in the spot reserved for most of the higher rankings, all of the different higher rankings in the church. He would have been with Lord Klein as well.
Where's Lord Klein right now?
We don't know. We don't really associate with him. He would be with his people, not ours.
I think
No. Are you suggesting what I think you are?
I think we need to look for him.
The issue was with Klein, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Exactly.
I fear that maybe the Sun Warden tried to intervene and got caught up in it too. You know how he
That's
is. He likes to protect.
Of course, we all do. But that's my assumption is they were coming for him, and the Sun Warden was protecting him.
Wrong
So I
place,
do
wrong
think-
time.
So at least let's look around that area where they were and see if we can find any signs.
Okay. All right. Well, may the gods be on your side. Be safe.
You as well.
And you guys go ahead and you exit. Where are you heading?
Up towards where I know that they would be sitting.
All
Where
right.
they would have been.
Yep.
All right, you guys head back to the Coliseum. There are people there's still people there. The people that you had left, you were like, oh, I need to leave. You guys continue, and they're still wrapping people up, and they're looking at you, and some are saying like, thank you. They're holding, like children that you helped, wrap up, and they're very grateful and gracious for you. And you go up and you climb the stairs, and you head up to this elegant section that housed all of the more wealthy, the more prestigious people, and it is in ramshackle. It is spewed about and just absolutely torn up.
Sakuto, do you think you could search for any signs of like how they came in, how they took them, where they may have direction-wise gone? I'm not very good with casing a scene, if you will.
Well, I can certainly try.
I can certainly assist you in any way.
Sure. So is this going to be an investigation check then?
Yes, with advantage because you are being helped.
Please give me that nat 20.
16.
16.
Not bad at all. You look around and you see just spewed about. You see different pieces of the column. All of the chairs and the sandstone that has been sculpted to form the stadium is just in rubble and ruin. You can see underneath some of the rock, like the rocks were placed there. You pick them up and you see blood splatter. You keep looking around, you keep lifting rocks. There's more blood splatter. You look, and Scald, you're helping, yes? Or are you...
Yeah.
Indeed.
you're
I'm
helping?
indeed.
Okay. You help him lift rocks, and underneath one of the rocks, you see a crushed pair of spectacles that look awfully familiar to the ones worn by Lord Julius Klein. And Sakudo, you keep looking, you keep pulling rocks, and crushed in between two rocks, kind of spewed out the side, you see a piece of cloth. An orange piece of cloth.
Is there any blood on the glasses or cloth?
There's a little bit on the cloth, none on the glasses. The glasses are just crushed.
Okay, so we can assume that Julius Klein has not been hit in the head at the very least. There's a little bit on the cloth. I'm assuming it's the cloth from the Sun Warden because it's orange.
You match it up, and it's pretty identical to Scald's stuff.
Okay. Is there a wound or like any tear on the cloth?
It's a clean piece of cloth that looked like it had been ripped, and the blood doesn't seem to stem from inside. The blood's only on one side of the cloth.
Okay, so then we can assume this is blood of someone else. Unless... No, because it would have... So... So there's definitely been an altercation, or someone's been injured in this area.
So I assumed they were coming for Klein, and he stepped in and tried to fight them off. I assume that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Is there any? Did we see any where if they dragged them out? Did they? Can we tell any of that?
You go ahead and you start walking towards the nearest exit, and you look, and there are drag marks, kind of. I wouldn't say drag marks, more like not like dragging bodies out of the building. It looks like from the struggle, and with the 16, you could see that there was a struggle. This was not just like a quick pick up and get out. There was a fight, there was a struggle, and the marks in the ground would indicate that someone was dragged out via holding them up and pulling them, and the feet were dragged across the ground. It doesn't look to be like a body was dragged across the floor. It looks like there was resistance and somebody was conscious during the fight.
Okay. Well, that's good news, at least. But they go. Does that? How far did can we follow those tracks?
They go
I guess my question.
They go for about 50 feet. They start curling downwards, and then eventually it reaches the backside of the Colosseum, and that's where it exits off to the city. And it kind of ends there.
So we know where they left.
Yeah, you know how they got out.
And I wonder if the other group, the one that seemed to want the best interest, I wonder if we can. I don't want to waste too much time, but I wonder if they would know of where they hide out, and
we could split off. I'm the only one who's actually had contact with them, so it would make sense for me to go find them.
Right.
Volstagg. Ever since the explosion happened, you've felt very different. Your thinking pattern, even just being in the city for as long as you've been, has changed your thinking pattern, the way you see the world. And you walk out, and where these drag marks stop, and Scald and Sakudo are standing there looking at them, you see more than that. You look harder and you can see more footsteps. Very light, very faint. But because of your passive investigation, you can see them.
Guys, there's more footprints this way.
Look at those animal instincts coming in clutch.
It's that nice observant feet.
That's
Okay,
it.
well, lead the way then.
All right, you start leading the way, and it goes on for quite a bit of time. You're tracking things. You're being very, like they said, very animalistic in the sense of you've lived in the wild for so long. But it's not just that. It's that and your background and how you grew up, combined with this new wave of knowledge that has entered your brain, and you start analyzing different things, like they went this way because they couldn't have gone this way because it's blocked off 5 feet down. And Scald and Sakudo are like, what are you talking about? And you look and it's blocked off. And you have these instincts in your head, and you just are tracking these footsteps. And eventually, after some time, it leads you to the hideout that you guys all went to stake out your mission for the very first time. And with that, we're gonna end the episode. I gotta eventually. That I didn't realize your passive investigation was that high.
Yeah, observant, man.
And his passive wisdom perception is 19, and his passive insight or his passive intelligence investigation is 17.
Bro, I've got 12, 10, and 10.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you guys don't know, but you rolled a good investigation check. But he just fucking saw it. Like, he just saw it all. Like I said, man, I told you too. Volstag's eyes from now on are not gonna miss anything.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah, definitely.
that's where we're at, and we'll continue that next time. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of it. Hopefully you guys had fun.
Always.
And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe. Keep your squirt sticks safe, and we love you very much. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.